Asi is now a small stream flowing in the south of Varanasi and Varuna in the north. Like everything else in this city, Varuna and Asi have a story of their own. According to Vamana Purana, Varuna and Asi originated from the body of the primordial being at the beginning of time. I knew I had to visit these two new places, Varuna and Asi, Varanasi. Come travel with me to a city called Varanasi, also called Banaras, where eternity stands still but time moves on. Going into our video, let me tell you why Varanasi is so important to Hindu religion. Legend has it that this was the original ground on which Shiva and Parvati stood at the beginning of time. Strange how gods became human when they came to this city, as if the city itself was an extension of their holiness. A place where gods took mortal forms. A place that had stories older than fiction. I always thought if the stones of this city could talk, they would explain the mysteries of the universe. You don't just visit Banaras, you breathe Banaras to the hearts of its people, ordinary people, living history in their own present time. This is the first place I visited in the city of Banaras, the Manikarnika Ghat. The reason I came here is that this is the place where people from all over the country come to attain moksha. Let me explain that a little further. In Hinduism, death is considered as an event just like one changes a dress. Once a person died, a new body is formed, new life is formed, and the way he is in his new life depends on the karma of his previous life. So, and that this goes on. So, if you want to attain moksha, if you want this cycle, the rebirth cycle to stop, it is believed that if you are cremated in the Manikarnika Ghat in Varanasi, the Atma attains moksha. I spoke to a local on how the cremation process takes place, and here is what he said.
Yeah, for last purification, and after body keep on the steps few minutes to water get dry, and family member buy wood. You know how much wood they need? One body they need minimum 150 kg, maximum 200 kg for one body.
क्या वीडियो पकड़ सकते हैं?
हाँ हाँ. That is fire. People call Shiva eternal fire. 3,500 years before, still burning. And
कुछ आग डालते हैं क्या?
नहीं, only लकड़ी लगते हैं.
हाँ.
Wood.
अच्छा.
You see now family member come to get fire. People give them normal dry grass. A small fire on the dry grass.
हाँ हाँ. अच्छा. क्या लगता है जलने के लिए?
एक बॉडी जलने में कम से कम 2 से 2.5 घंटा,
हाँ.
मैक्सिमम 3 घंटा. And 5 type of body we don't burn here.
हाँ.
You know which type of body
नहीं.
and why not burning?
नहीं.
Holy man, pregnant lady, leprosy, you know leprosy,
हाँ मतलब.
animal and snake bite.
हाँ. क्यों ऐसा?
Their body already pure, so we don't need purification for burning.
हाँ हाँ. अच्छा.
So we use heavy stone, rock with body,
हाँ.
with board on the go on the middle, and body sink in the Ganga
वही हूँ छोड़ देते हैं.
हाँ.
ठीक है.
with stone.
अच्छा तो अंदर डूब जाएगा.
हाँ.
अच्छा.
After I left Manikarnika Ghat, I went to a different ghat, Munshi Ghat, where I could see people in hundreds doing pujas and priests helping them. You could see the priests have formed a sort of a pandal waiting for people. These priests, they charge a fee for assisting them to perform the puja. It was truly a glorious experience, walking by the ghats and people in hundreds chanting prayers. This was the essence of Varanasi. Later that evening, I left the ghats and went into the city. I tried out some local delicacies, the first one being the Banarsi Pan. Banaras is also famous for its pan. People from all over the country who visit here always, before leaving the city, try out this pan. And after having this Banarsi pan, I had some other local delicacies like I went to a very famous chaat shop called Ram Bandar Chaat Shop. It's very famous in Banaras. After having a small snack, I later went to a juice shop and tried the famous Banaras Anar Ki Lassi. So it's basically you have anar and lassi mixed together and they give it in a glass. They crush the anar like this. It was very delicious. It's very different. There's nothing like that in South India. After having my lassi, I later went to a bhang shop. Bhang is particularly common in Banaras. So people to whom I spoke, they say that they used to mix bhang with lassi and they used to drink. So it's very good for stomach. So basically, I found this video was taken in a pavement. So they were selling all sorts of things on the road itself. It's pretty common in Banaras. Later that evening, I left the city and I went back to the ghats. And there I could see there were swarms of people. There were so many people. I asked a fellow traveler whether there was a festival or anything. He replied that this is how Banaras is. Every evening near the ghats, you see thousands and thousands of people. Mostly tourists, sadhus, priests, all over. They gather here. And the highlight of every evening of Banaras, especially in this ghat, is the Ganga Aarti. You could see here and there people are preparing for the Aarti. Ganga Aarti. So this event happens every evening in Varanasi. The priest in charge of performing the Aarti, they support a dhoti, kurta, well tied with a long gamcha or a towel. They prepare the setup by gathering in elevated planks. They have a layered brass lamp, an idol of Ganga Devi, and other things required for the puja. So it was very awe-inspiring. Only the learned Pandits of Vedas and Upanishads are involved in performing the Aarti. This Aarti is usually performed headed by the priest of Gangotri's Seva Samiti. The family shown here, whom I spoke to later, they're coming from Andhra Pradesh. They're here to bury their ashes of their dead mother, of his dead mother. They're performing the puja, final rites puja. Thousands of people from all over the country come here to perform this puja, it seems. Another thing which one must do upon visiting Banaras is take a boat ride along the river Ganga. Which is what I did now. I went boating that evening, and apart from the beauty of the ghats of Varanasi, another spectacle bewitched me are the birds. So these birds which you see are migratory birds. They're coming from all the way from Siberia. So every winter, if you visit Varanasi, you will see these birds in thousands. So any boat which crosses the river, so they just swarm around it, expecting the visitors, the tourists, to throw some food items or the other. It was truly a wonderful spectacle. The man here is explaining me how each ghat was built. The ghat opposite to him was built by a Raja from Pune. He later told me that it's being renovated as a 5-star hotel. Not the ghat, the building behind the ghat and everything is being renovated as a hotel. She was saying that there are a lot of development activities happening in Varanasi. And it's about time because he's saying that Varanasi is getting too crowded, too cramped. After a boat ride, I thought of visiting the Kashi Vishwanath corridor, but to my surprise, there was so much crowd. So there was a very, very, very big queue. If you see here, there was no place. To park and I could see that the entire construction has not yet happened. There are some still remaining works which are being carried out. And the queue. So if you could see, this is the queue. This is the queue to the temple, and it was easily more a kilometer, 1.5 kilometer long. I had a train to catch and I thought, okay, there was no point of waiting. So I decided to ditch the queue, go back to my hotel, and I started packing. I left the city with a very heavy heart. Mark Twain, the famous humorist from America who visited Banaras in the 20th century, rightly said, Banaras is older than history, older than tradition, older even than legend, and twice as old as all of them put together. This city is truly a misty place. I left it with divinity in my heart, with a sadness. It was truly a once in a lifetime experience, and I request all of you, irrespective of your faiths, beliefs, to do come and visit Banaras at least once in your lifetime. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this, do like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.